the colonies of man, long since abandoned after the fall of the ancient interstellar corporations, isolated and detached from the Empire, free to prosper and flourish, until now.
Damn it!
Sir, they've cut us off on both sides! We're in deep shit!
Corporal, go back to row and tell him to get round back of that strider with an AT. We'll draw its fire! Here!
They had come to claim our world. They brought war down on our cities, our homes. The end was drawing near.
Okay, boss, I'm on the ground and ready. What are we doing again?
The Terrans have a supply convoy that comes through this part of the city once a month. It supplies their entire garrison here with food.
And we're gonna take it out?
We're certainly going to try.
In order to select a unit, click on it with the left mouse button. Try it now. Moving your units is easy. Just click on the move icon in the order palette and then left click on the ground. You can also directly click with the right mouse button where you want it to go. Move your soldier to the beacon ahead.
Leave it to Sarge.
Okay, now move your soldier to the next beacon. It's to the east of you, so you may need to move your camera view to see it. Move the camera using the arrow keys on the keyboard. You can also move the camera by having the mouse pointer touch the edges of the screen.
Sarge does what Sarge does best.
You've received reinforcements. You can select all of them at the same time with the drag selection. Left click and hold the mouse button, then drag out a selection box to cover all of your units. Try it now. When you have several units selected, they organize themselves in formations. You can change their formation by clicking on the formation button and then choosing another one from the list. Now, move all of your units to the next beacon.
Yes, sir.
In general, vehicles have stronger armor in front and are weaker in the rear and at their sides. You can control your unit's facing when giving move orders by holding down the right mouse button and dragging the mouse in the direction you want them to face. Try this when moving your units to the next beacon.
I will do it, sir.
While you always see the battlefield and its features, you cannot see enemies unless they are within the view range of one of your units and have a clear line of sight. Buildings, hills, and other terrain features block their view. Move your soldiers to the next beacon.
Yes, sir. We can do it.
Sir, incoming enemies.
New enemy detected.
Enemies are approaching. Your units will automatically attack the enemy by default. You can also manually order your units to attack. Just click on an enemy with the right mouse button. Now, take out the enemy soldiers.
Sarge does what Sarge does best. Right between the eyes. One more head for Rowe. Leave it to Sarge.
We're under heavy fire. We got one.
One more head for Rowe.
Yes, sir.
Any of you guys in need of repairs?
Your units have suffered some injuries. The combat engineer can repair your vehicles and treat your infantry. Select the engineer, click on the repair icon, and then on the unit in need of aid. When you are ready, move to the next beacon.
I'll try, sir. I'll try, sir. I'll do my best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can do it.
Notice the wooded area ahead. Only infantry can move through forests. Leave your vehicles behind and pass through the forest with your infantry.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can do it.
Leave it to Sarge.
Infantry inside forests receive additional protection from damage. They will also be harder for enemies to detect. Now, continue through the forest.
Boss, enemy spotted. Enemy over here. Sarge does what Sarge does best. One more head for row. One more head for row.
Yes, sir. We can do it.
Remember, you can rotate the camera by holding down the middle mouse button and moving the mouse around. You can also switch between the classic ground control camera and the top-down RGS camera by holding down Shift and pressing C.
Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Sarge does what Sarge does best.
We're under heavy fire. Enemy destroyed.
Right between the eyes.
Yes, sir. At once.
Boss, I think that convoy's almost here.
Right. Better get in position, Sergeant.
Buildings can offer infantry protection in a firefight. Order your men to enter a building by right-clicking on it. Note that you can choose which side of the building to enter.
You gotta be kidding me. Leave it to Sarge.
Take out the convoy from your position within the buildings.
Leave it to Sarge. I'm pinned down. One more head for row. Right between the eyes.
We got one.
Right between the eyes. I'm on it, boss. One more head for row.
We got one.
No more burgers for the Terrans.
They'll be living on emergency rations from now on, and theirs taste even worse than ours.
Well done. That concludes this tutorial. The next lesson will deal with one of the most important aspects of the game, the dropships.